There we go. We have green lights. Hello, welcome. Well, if you made it through the first 30 seconds, this is a live video at the moment, but you might be watching a recording. Just know these videos are probably timeless. So if you came across it, there's probably information in here that is meant for you to have. My name's Deborah, and I like to share about the human experience, help others with their human experience along the subjects of awakening, understanding our true selves so that we love ourselves, and then that love can radiate out and can create a better world for all involved because everyone just wants to be happy. So I'm here to try and do my part to help create a better world so everyone can just live happy, right? So, the subject that I put on this video is called Be Obsessed with Yourself or Get Obsessed with something about being obsessed with yourself. And that's really important because have you ever heard of the thing where people like, oh, just disappear and go to the gym and focus on yourself and glow up? They're not wrong. We do so many things out of habit, out of repetition, out of wanting to have approval or acceptance or validation. And it's really difficult to kind of step back from that. It's, have you ever done the experiment where you write down what you would do if money was an option? Or like if money was not an issue, what would you do with yourself? Right? Or if you could wave a wand, magic wand, what would you create in life? And those are the questions when you really start to answer, like, really write it down, like step by step. I recently did this of like, okay, let's imagine like I have so much money or unlimited money show up tomorrow. I only have 24 hours in one day. Like, and as an adult, as a single parent, I know that it takes a long time to complete tasks and errands off my to-do list. So if I were to have unlimited money tomorrow, I'm probably going to have a really long to-do list. So, I just started like that, like like if I were to actually have unlimited money tomorrow, what's the first thing that I would need to do? And then I started writing that down and just step by step. And as you do this, it just makes it become more real in your imagination. It allows your energy to feel a little bit more aligned with the vibration. Hello, everyone. We have a few more people in here now. Wonderful. If anyone wants to say hi or where you're from, definitely go ahead and drop something in the chat. This is an open Q&A if you're familiar with the channel, and that's wonderful. If you're not familiar with the channel, it's called Awaken with Deb, and mostly that is just learning to be aware of our consciousness here on earth and doing our best to align with our center, like our soul's core center, right? Removing all the layers of all the programming, coming back to our soul essence. And so here we are. So most of it is just sharing information of the human experience. And then the title on this video is Become Obsessed with Yourself. And that's basically it's self-improvement without needing to self-improve yourself because we're always fine exactly how we are, and we're always in the right stage that we need to be. So and we don't need to change to be better or to be loved, or like we don't need to do these things. But in the long run, what else are we going to do with our lives, right? So if we're going to be on this earth, hello to new people. If we're going to be on this earth, we might as well do what we can that makes this life more enjoyable. And some of those very basic things are diet, right? It's it's not a judgmental thing. It's science. Like if you eat things that are whole and from the earth and have geometry and color and that's natural fruit, produce, those things are going to give you more energy than any other food, and your body is going to digest it better and have less issues with anything else that might be in the food as far as allergy wise. So be obsessed with yourself and treat your body well. Diet being one of them. The next one is movement. And these are basics, yes, but need to remind ourselves sometimes. And it's definitely just as like a conversation starter. If anyone wants to jump in and ask any questions or put in some 2 cents for more conversation interactive style, that's great. But physical activity, it's not calories in, it's not calories out. It's not how many hours you spend at the gym. Like I have done so many experiments with my own body as far as spending hours in the gym and being really strict with my diet versus spending no hours in the gym and not being strict with my diet. And guess what? The results were mostly the same. The only time there was a difference was when I was really focused on a specific outcome on something, right? Like I did bodybuilding competitions. And so those were very specific and I did get big muscle mass because that was the goal and I did win trophies. So I guess I did a good job at it. But it was the intention behind it. I'm not sure, but they have, if you've heard of these experiments that they have done trying to test the placebo effect, the mind over matter, and how much control our consciousness or subconsciousness really has over the external environment as far as our observation of affecting the material world. And with that, they are learning that people that do visualization of weightlifting can get, I don't know the numbers, but it was really close of like they can get pretty close to the same results as the people that were actually going to the gym. And that's just one example. The psychology of things is amazing when you really dive into those worlds. So, thank you for all this stuff. You're welcome for all this stuff. And so, on this channel, again, we're just kind of talking about all the things that we can do to clear the energy within our body. And so, physical movement, it 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 moves the energy that's within your body, right? Do you ever feel like a little twitch in your body? It feels like an electrical impulse. Well, doing movement throughout the day, whether that's through a hobby, whether it's through going to the gym, sometimes I just jump up and down. I don't even, not even like jumping jacks, but just jumping up and down. And that gives my body enough of the movement to get energy going around. There's a lot of slow moving exercises Tai Chi that can help getting the move around, like really easy, where it's just like kind of like jumping jacks, except slow motion and in different variations of that sort, or even just like when just like do tapping in certain locations to clear out your lymphatic system. Like there's just little things that you can do that improve your life immensely. Like brain fog can go away through these, like clearing out your lymphatic system. If you are dealing with any type of brain fog, start with your lymphatic system. If you're not sure what the lymphatic system is, it's you have these lymph nodes spaced beyond around the body, and they're like, now I'm not a doctor, so if there's any doctors or nurses watching this, I'm probably going to butcher this explanation, but it's there's basically these lymph nodes throughout the body that kind of gather toxins that are from the surrounding areas, and then they go through these channels and get carried out to, I think it's like the liver and kidneys, and then come out through your urine, right? And so that's why it's important to drink water. That's why it's important to move, because we do these things to keep our bodies and our vessels clean. And the physical is very much so connected to the mental and the spiritual. So, as we do these exercises and keep the energy flowing, then our intuition is going to get stronger. Any type of feeling psychic is going to get stronger. Synchronicities are going to show up more. When synchronicities show up, they're they're not previous signs to show you where to go. They're more of like confirmations that you've already made the right choice. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to be waiting for synchronicities to take action. You want to take action and then appreciate the synchronicities when they show up, because that means you're on the right track. So if you're not having synchronicities in your life, ask yourself how you're feeling with your emotions. Ask your body if you're feeling okay, or if maybe you've been making some choices that aren't the best for you. Hello to Fight Thai 83. I can't see who the people are in these rooms. I can't really see the names unless you put anything in the chat. So And yeah, I've been talking for 10 minutes. I usually do keep these videos, I committed to at least 7 minutes, which I have reached. And I do want to keep them under 20 minutes because after that, it takes them like 2 days to upload because my technology is not great. So if anyone in here, I'm going to pause for a moment and open up for any Q&A at this point. And if not, then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I do daily videos that I post in the mornings generally, sometimes afternoon, just because if I'm out of service. And so those videos are usually longer, in detail on certain subjects, channeled messages of some sort sometimes. And those ones I post in the mornings, those ones are great. The live ones, I pop on here to get some interaction with my viewers. Sometimes there's frequent viewers in here. And so I just come on here every day to give them a chance to pop in and say hi. So doesn't look like too much interaction today. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off on this live. So if you're one of those people that just popped in here a little bit late, I will be back again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and doing this every night. So in the meantime, go check out my channel, browse around some things. The videos, skip around, you'll find the messages that are meant for you. And if you don't, then you don't. Say la vie. Have a beautiful day.